once again on the internet looking a mess, but I need to get a lot of this stuff done, and I just wanted to share it with you guys of what I'm kind of doing, getting prepared for school year, getting prepared for summer, just bringing in everything and just making sure I'm doing my part as a parent to make sure that my child is getting education and just learning new things. So I'm going to kind of show you guys what my homeschooling plan is and all the things I have while trying to organize it, and then also make lists of things that we need. And then he's also going to public school as well, so I'm also needing to make a list and see what I have for that list for school, if that makes sense. So if you're interested in that, go ahead, continue watching. We're gonna head to the dining room. Don't mind the mess in the background. We're doing laundry as well, okay? Let's go. So this is essentially the overview of things that I have. Granted, this is stuff that's been collected just over the years and just little crafts that we do. Anytime I see a sale or something, I go ahead and pick something up. So we'll go over some of the books that I have, just some of the supplies. So we have things like glue sticks, crayons, colored pencils. We kind of won't go over that. That's basically basic stuff, but we have flashcards, paint, just these little foam boards. We have colored paper. We have a few different activities over here and more. So we'll kind of just go over that. And the goal is to get all of this into this little deal. And that's kind of where I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do with that. Because I was having our, so this is our, some more flashcards. These are our books that we have, right? So this is just pre-K, different things, different letters, and our workbooks is what the word I was thinking of. So we have a few of these in this pile, right? Then we have our wipe off books. This is more of our science little station. These are all of our coloring books. This whole tub is just full of coloring books. This is our Play-Doh, and then back here we have things like folders. We have our nature book. We have like pipe cleaners and stuff. Here we have our makeshift whiteboard, and then it also comes with a bunch of different magnets and stuff. Then we have just things with shapes, numbers, and buildings, and they help with little gripping. You string the cubes onto the string, and you can add, multiply, things like that on there. And then I was also thinking about doing a fun basket. Like if he does something well, he gets to pick out up here. It just has like these fun little games and stickers and things of that sort. So I am gonna just kind of go through and show you guys what I have, and then we'll kind of just organize it as we go. I think that would be the best bet. So let's go. Crayons, things of that sort will go on the top here. Now, first, I kind of want to show you guys some of the books that I have. Anytime I go to the thrift store, which is Ollie's is usually where I go to, they just have like this whole book section, and they have this whole teacher section, and I'm just always in there. So we have this Get Ready for School, and this is the wipe off workbook. This is the pre-K edition. And this includes alphabet, numbering, counting, colors and shapes, science, basic concepts, and me and my world. So he's just now starting to get the concept of, we are on, we're in Texas, our city that we're in, and then Texas in the United States, which is in this big world, which is in this big space, and he's kind of just learning the magnitude of that. So I kind of like that it covers like things like the ocean and the weather, farm animals, and things of that sort. And I just really like books like this because we continue to reuse them. So we have those, and then we have this American #1 educational bestseller, which is the Brain Quest workbook. And this is again another pre-K. He's going into pre-K, and this does my world, vocabulary, colors and shapes, sequence, sorting and matching, ABCs 1, 2, 3, writing letters and numbers, phonics, habits, science, and technology. And then it comes with mini smart cards, fun stickers, a progressive map, and an award certification. So that is what I like. So in the back here, it has like these fun little games that you can do, and then it has things like stickers, which, you know, kids love stickers. It's the best thing. So we started off with this one and another book, and so I got another one of these, and so hopefully we can go ahead and get that going. But they have a pre-K, a summer Brain Quest book, which is Get Ready for School, pre-K and kinder. So I'm thinking about getting that for the next summer. I'll get the summer Brain Quest workbook for that one, and then the flashcard. So we got this, and then I have a ton of the Tinker Active books. So I have the math, the English pre-K, and then I also have the science. I also have the science. I hope you guys can see me here, but yeah, we ended up liking these because not only do they teach you, well, not only is it like I got a really good deal on these. So these are usually like $15 a piece, and I got them for $1 a piece. So that is why I ended up going with these, #1. And #2, we did this one science project out of this one here. It was the first one that we had for kindergarten. I didn't know that they had them for pre-K. So I ended up finding the pre-K ones next time I went. And not only do they go over like ear colors and what's the same and different, but they have, like, for example, they have a game, says cross out the mot is different, is doing something different in each row. So we're crossing out the one that's doing something different, and then you go through the activity. And at the bottom here, they have a play the following your leader with your friends. Choose the leader and copy all that they moves until someone makes a mistake. Take turns being the leader. And so I like that it's not just a worksheet, but it also stops the worksheets. And then at the bottom, it has us to get up and kind of move around. Because if you try to teach a toddler, you already know that it's not going well. You have to be very active and keep them engaged. So I like that it does that. And then also following up on what we just learned, we also get to tinker with something and play with our hands and get to play with the glue and get the scissors out and stuff like that. So I think that is fun. And yes, so, and that's for math. So they have stuff for math, they have one for science, and then they have one for English. And so I got all of these so that basically whatever they're going to be learning at school, I kind of want to implement that at home, and just kind of make sure I'm doing my part to retain that information for my kid. So I got these, and I've been liking them. We've been liking them. We did a few of those, and it's worked well. So next are going to be the two that we've kind of been working on. Not so much like following the actual lesson, but just kind of being outside. and discovering different things, like different bird nests. Obviously, we're not going to see all the birds' nests, but he stops and he thinks, and he's able to look in the trees and point out the different nests, and or just see a nest and stop and think and look at the different spider webs and things of that sort. And we get to stop and look at the different bugs. So the pill bugs, or we like to call them roly-polies, he's been finding a lot of since we kind of went over a little bit of these books, and he just kind of likes them. And we have like a little trail back here that we like to go on, and we get to see the different birds, and so we get to come home and dissect what we kind of saw out there, and it's fun. So we have this nature school book. I've showed this many of times on my other channel and here, and everyone seems to like it. It's a nature school, and I've been looking at some more nature books. If you have any recommendations, please feel free to comment down below. But I don't want to keep talking so much about it because we'll be here all day. But we do generally like this, and then to kind of bring it inside, usually when it's like a rainy day or something, we bring in this kitchen science deal, and this does all kind of fun activities. We actually asked for this for his birthday. It talks about pickling and different science experiments, a lot of stuff that people just, even grown adults I know, that don't know. So color mix frosting, and we get to make cakes with the frosting. We did one with the dry ice in the drink. I believe that's one of the first ones here. But it tells you like what to do, do's and don'ts, kind of like a real science lab does. And I really hope you guys can see and hear me. It shows you the tools that you need, or the ingredients that you need, how difficult the experiment is, and everything you need to know, and then the directions following. So that is the book, and it's 50 educational ones. And so then we have a few more of just different variations of the preschool activity books, and sometimes I just let him pick out what we're doing. And then this is something fun that we have as well. It's another one of those dry erase ones. I specifically got this just to kind of get his attention with the same and different, so we've kind of already been doing them. And you get to practice some coding and match whatever the spaceship says. So we know the first letter is V, and then the next one's E, and then of course it'll be Venus and stuff like that. So it says read the facts and use the key to the left to reveal the name of the planet, then place a sticker on the page. So that is cool. And then it comes with a bunch of these cool little stickers. Like I said, we kind of use these already in posters and stuff like that. So he's been asking to use this poster, but we have to finish a level first before we can use the poster. So yeah, stuff like that. So I think we're gonna put these at the bottom here. And then at Dollar Tree they had these books, and these are actual books that kind of set them up to be able to read. So it's not that many words on the page, and things of that sort. So, you know, it says, at the farm, the day begins on the farm early. The rooster crows cock-a-doodle-doo. And then it just says cow, pig, sheep, and then he can kind of go there, read the book effectively, and not feel attacked by words. It just has a few words on each page, and he's able to kind of put the sound and the visual with the word, if that makes sense. So we have these, and then we actually use ABC Mouse on our tablets in our house. So I kind of just picked this up when I saw it at Dollar Tree, just to kind of have something physical in our hand, except for besides the tablet. So we have these. And then next we have these little contraptions, which you like put the thing in there, and it, wait. So you put the thing in there, and it tells you what it is. And then we also have a Spider-Man one, which does the English and Spanish. So you have the transportation, and then it says Los Transportes, and then it has a bike. It's an bicicleta, so you know, things like that. So, and then you put that in there, and then it says it again. So we have a few of these. So we have literally a bunch of these because when cousins and stuff come over, I want them to have fun, and so it's something fun he can do while we are transitioning into something else, or say I'm getting a science project ready in the kitchen. He can go over this real quick and just have him some me time. And then we also have the books that have the buttons on the side, and it reads the page to him as well, depending on what book it is. So I'm hoping I'm making sense. I am half asleep, so I'm hoping I'm making sense. I'm trying to get this done before I go pick him up from his classes for the summer. He's at his little summer camp, so I'm trying to get everything together before he comes here. So next we have a bunch of little activities, and we have like our flashcards and stuff, which I think I'm gonna get another one of these cases to hold flashcards. And then again, at the thrift store, they have things like these activity crafts, and it's like made out of rocks and googly eyes and popsicle sticks, and it pretty much comes with everything and stuff that you need. But I got it specifically for the Buzz Lightyear. This is a Disney activity, so it's a lot of the stuff that he likes to watch. So I figured he would like something like that. Again, it's $2. Like, you can't beat that. And then they also had this rock painting deal. So I thought, it's been raining a lot here lately. Let's get some stuff that we can do indoors and have fun that way. So there's that. And then we'll kind of go over, so these little deals. So I got this because there's a few, like I said, there's a few of those books that go over the weather. So I was thinking every morning we can kind of go over what the weather is, and, you know, say, hey, like today's weather is, it's sunny, and we're gonna kind of reiterate that, and then kind of see where our thermometer lays here. So I thought that was cute. I think I got it at Target a few years ago or something like that, and now I'm able to pull it out. So we have that, and then these deals, which is a kindergarten writing deal. We like to use these specifically for their they have these, what are these called? I want to call it like a puzzle, like these little tiles that you create and you snap them in place to make the letters, and that's kind of how he likes to do that. It also comes with like a little writing book and a few other little things as well. But again, I got this at the thrift store. It was $5, and I wanted to make sure I have some extra fun things that isn't just writing on a piece of paper. Next, we have this deal, which is just a whiteboard. Like I said, I like that it holds everything. That was another reason why I got this. It holds everything. So it's a whiteboard that you can write on here, and then it comes with a bunch of different letters and shapes and numbers, and then you can make the shapes